Everyone says they want to change the world. But not everyone will. We are not everyone.
As a Venture Communications customer, you're ready for tomorrow. Where you live, the world's at your fingertips through a fast and reliable fiber optic internet connection. You can choose the RushNet broadband speed you want, all the way up to a gigabit. And your own team of technical experts are ready to help 24/7. Change your world with RushNet high-speed internet. Be ready for tomorrow. Get connected. Call Venture Communications today.
Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off.
Why buy a picture in a frame with dimensions you didn't make? Aerial home photos are expensive, up to $300 a piece. Get customization of a full aerial HD digital photo of your home, farm, personal, or industrial areas, starting under $150. Visit wallsairphotography.com or call Porter to schedule your appointment, serving Wessington Springs and surrounding counties. Keep your home photos updated without the hassle of paying a fortune. Walls Air Photography. Capture new perspectives.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Foothills Truck Services, conveniently located on the corner of Dakota Avenue and Highway 34 in Wessington Springs, can help you with all your truck and trailer repairs, maintenance, modification, and fabrication. They are a dealer for Titan fuel tanks and carry truck and trailer accessories plus chrome. Foothills Truck Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during the harvest season. Call Foothills Truck Services at 605-350-7678 or check them out on Facebook.
Medicare can be complicated, but not with Wellmark. Call Farm Bureau agent Brian Bergeline in Wessington Springs at 605-539-0014 to make choosing the right Medicare supplement plan easy. Brian Bergeline is available anytime to answer all your questions, walk through the process, and make sure you're getting the plan to meet your needs, so you can find coverage with confidence. Brian Bergeline is a local authorized independent agent for Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield of South Dakota. To be eligible, you must reside in the service area of the plan. Wellmark Medicare supplement insurance plans are not affiliated with any government agency.
As a Venture Communications customer, you're ready for tomorrow. Where you live, the world's at your fingertips through a fast and reliable fiber optic internet connection. You can choose the RushNet broadband speed you want, all the way up to a gigabit. And your own team of technical experts are ready to help 24/7. Change your world with RushNet high-speed internet. Be ready for tomorrow. Get connected. Call Venture Communications today.
Right now.
All right, welcome here to Wessington Springs as we get ready for this varsity baseball matchup here between the Wessington Springs Woonsocket Blackhawks as they get ready to take on the Madison Bulldogs here in Wessington Springs. One game on the schedule for today. The Blackhawks in the blue and red jerseys. The maroon color will be for Madison. We are streaming our game on the Wessington Springs Spartans YouTube channel tonight, along on Venture 382 and Santel 108. Looks like they got everything squared away there at the plate as we get ready here. Once again, thank you for tuning into tonight's game. Also, a couple things on hand for this weekend, a little busy weekend here in Wessington Springs at the Opera House, at the 1908 Opera House in Wessington Springs. The high school will be putting on their musical play. It'll be starting on Friday with 1 o'clock with a matinee, and then Friday night 7 o'clock, and then a 7 o'clock performance on Saturday night. Also, we'll be back here in Wessington Springs with another baseball game on Sunday. I don't have a time for that, but when we do, we will get that out, and we'll be streaming that game online as well as the Blackhawks take the field here. And Brandenburg is going to be on the mound to start the Blackhawks here in the first inning. As we get underway here, Brandenburg on the mound for Wessington Springs Woonsocket as we get started here in inning number 1. And that first pitch there by Brandenburg a little high there for ball 1. Second pitch there by Brandenburg in for a strike. And that one outside there. 2-1 to count. And a foul there as he got a piece of it. Rolls just off to the side of the catcher there. Two and one to count here. Or excuse me, 2-2. And he gets a hold of that one. And out number one. I believe that was Shimke out there. And that one is fouled out of play. Pitch coming up here and high. 1-1 the count. And one out. Recorded on the board here. Pitch coming up and he's going to hit that one dead center and for out number two. So two down here in the top of the first. Pitch there by Brandenburg. A little high and outside there for ball one. And that one's going to be fouled out of play for strike one. So the count 1-1 here. And another pitcher by Brandenburg in for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs here in the top of the first. And that one hit right to the third baseman for the out number 3, as we go to the bottom of the first inning here in Wessington Springs, tied at 0.
Great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
J&M Specialties, located in Wessington Springs, is a full-service auto body shop, parts store, and full-line automotive store. They offer a variety of auto body services, including windshield repair and replacement. J&M Specialties does restoration services for both automotive vehicles and tractors, along with fifth-wheel hitch installations. They have accessories sales, installation, and a mechanic on duty. Stop into J&M Specialties or call 605-539-0250. J&M Specialties is also a proud supporter of our area schools.
Springs Inn Cafe and Lounge, located in Wessington Springs, has been serving home-cooked meals for more than 49 years. John and Carla invite you to stop in for a fresh, never-frozen burger, our famously delicious roasted chicken, and we saved the best for last, our Better Than the Rest Sunday noon buffet. Hours the rest of the week are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for dine-in, carry-out, and free delivery. We also offer catering services and after-hours delivery. We are proud supporters of our local Spartans and surrounding communities.
The Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
Why buy a picture in a frame with dimensions you didn't make? Aerial home photos are expensive.
And coming up to the plate here for the Blackhawks, number 24, Cooper Haney. Here in the bottom of the first, tied at 0. And the pitch to Haney, ball 1. And that one in there for a strike. So 1-1 the count to Haney. As he gets a hold of that one, and he pops that one up right down the third baseline. And he missed it. And it'll be a foul there. Haney hit it high right along towards the third baseman, and he could not haul it in. So 1-2 the count to Haney. Pitch coming to Haney now. And that one high, so 2-2 the count. And that one outside and low there. So 3-2 the count here for Haney, full count. And that one, ball 4, so Haney will head to first there on the walk. So Shimke coming up to the plate now with Haney on first, no outs. And that one outside, just missing the plate there for ball 1. That one in for a ball as well. A little high there on Shimke there. So 2-0 the count. Pitch coming up. And that one is taken for a strike. 2-1 the count, no outs. Haney sitting there on first for the Blackhawks. And a swing there by Shimke for a strike. So 2-2 the count. Yeah. A foul tip right into the catcher's face mask. He seems to be okay as get ready to back to play here as Shimke comes into the box. Haney on first. 2-2 the count. Pitch coming up here. And that one left high, so 3-2 the count here for Dylan Shimke. And another foul right back at us. Thank God for the net there as it catches the ball. So Shimke staying alive here, 3-2. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. And that one way outside, loose ball, and Haney is going to round second, and he is going to hold up and stay at second. Shimke goes to first here for the Blackhawks, so runner in scoring position for Woonsocket Wessington Springs, number 24, Haney on second there as Carson Haney coming up to bat now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Still no outs. And that one left high again for ball 1. Well, looks like we are going to have a timeout here by Madison as they are going to talk things over there at the mound. Still nothing score here in the bottom of the first. Carson Haney at the plate with one ball, and you have Cooper Haney on second and Shimke on first for Woonsocket Wessington Springs as the meeting at the mound is over as we get back to play here. Carson Haney stepping back into the box. Pitch coming up here for Madison. And that one's still left high there. Count 2-0 here to Carson Haney. And that one just catching the strike zone there for a strike. 2-1 to count. And a pitch there to Carson Haney, low. A little outside there as well. 3-1 the count here to Carson Haney. Chance to load the bases here if he gets walked. Pitch coming up. And that one high. And ball 4. And we have the bases loaded for Mason Shelsky, number 14 for Woonsocket Wessington Springs, as he steps into the batter's box. And we are going to have a pinch runner here for Carson Haney on first. It looks like Draven Thompson, number 15, will be coming in for him. Bases loaded, so we have Cooper Haney on third. You have Shimke on second, and now Thompson on first. And Shelsky at the plate. And that one gets past Shelsky, and Haney is coming home. And everybody advances, and the Blackhawks get on the board first here in the bottom of the first. 1-0. So Thompson on second now, Shimke on third. And that one, another high pitch, almost got away again. Good job there by the catcher going up after that one. That might have been another run coming in. 2-0 to count to Shelsky, still no outs. And the pitch coming up, and that one, almost got by the catcher there a little bit. 3-0 to count here to Shelsky. Pitch coming up. And right over his head, ball 4, bases loaded once again here for the Blackhawks. As Garrett Brandenburg coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Blackhawks leading 1-0. And that pitch gets through, and here comes Shimke to the plate. And number 2 comes across here for Wessington Springs. So the Blackhawks getting the scores here, getting the runs here on some wild pitches by Madison as Brandenburg steps back into the box here. Thompson now on Thompson on third and Shelsky on second. And that one in for a ball. So 2-0 to count here to Brandenburg. And he's going to hit it right to first base for the out. So that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the first for the Blackhawks. And that pitch in there for a strike. Pitch there a little high. So they'll pitch to Harvey here. Foul there, so the count to Cohen Harvey is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on Second and third, we have Shelsky on second and Thompson on third. Blackhawks leading 2-0. Pitch coming up and a swing there by Harvey for a strikeout. And that'll be out number 2. As Moline coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Pitch and another loose ball, and Thompson's going to hold up. He wasn't sure where it went to, I don't think. It was just right behind the catcher there, just out of the dirt area, right into the grass, so it didn't go too far. Might have been the right decision there by Thompson to hold up. And that's hit there by Moline, and the pitcher grabs it and throw to first for out number 3. And that'll be the end of the first inning here. The Blackhawks leading 2-0. We'll be right back with the top of the second.
Up to $300 a piece. Get customization of a full aerial HD digital photo of your home, farm, personal, or industrial areas, starting under $150. Visit wallsairphotography.com or call Porter to schedule your appointment, serving Wessington Springs and surrounding counties. Keep your home photos updated without the hassle of paying a fortune. Walls Air Photography. Capture new perspectives.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Dr. Kelly Tobin.
All right, back here, top of the second. Blackhawks leading 2-0 on 2 wild pitches. First one there by Brandenburg for a ball. Second one coming up. And that one in for a strike. So 1-1 to count. And that one pops straight up. Right at second there, and then couldn't handle it, as might have lost it there in the sun a little bit. So Madison will get a runner on. A pitch in there by Brandenburg for a strike. Runner on first here for Madison, and he's going to go, left it high, and the throw down. And he is in time there as he's safely in second there, so Madison getting onto that double play, at least anyways for now, with that runner advancing to second. So here comes a pitch by Brandenburg, count 1-1, no outs, and that one out for a ball, so 2-1 to count. Blackhawks leading 2-0 here in the top of the second. Three and 1 to count now. Pitch coming up by Brandenburg, and that one's going to be fouled into the netting here. 3-2 the count. Runner on second for Madison. And another foul into the netting. Count remains the same, 3-2. Pitch coming up here by Brandenburg. And he's going to step off the mound there as he looks to runner back at second there. And that one for a ball. So the runner's now on first and second here for Madison. Pitch there by Brandenburg for a ball. And that one popped up. Chase down here. Brandenburg, and he lost it again. Couldn't bring it in. So that'll bring the runner back, and the runners will stay on first and second to count 1-1. Kind of lost it right in the passing of between the sun and the shadow there coming in for it. And that pitch by Brandenburg, a ball, so 2-1 to count, no outs. Runners on first and second for Madison. Score Blackhawks leading 2-0 here in the top of the second. And a throw down to second there by Brandenburg, and he is in safely back to second. Pitch there by Brandenburg in for a strike, so 2-2 the count. Tries to get out of this jam here, and foul tip into the netting there. So still 2-2 on the count here for Brandenburg. Runners on first and second for Madison. As he chops that one to the third baseman, picks it up, and he's going to fire it over to first, and he's safe at first. Runners advance. Still no outs here for Madison here in the top of the second. Pitch here by Brandenburg, and that one hit just behind second base, and a runner in. And then the runner advancing to second is going to be tagged out for out number one. So you have runners in the corners as Madison does get on the board. And on the pitch over to first there, got away. Runner's going to advance to second, and one is going to come in as well. So it's two to 2, I believe. Is it 2-2? I think so. So top of the second here, it's 2-2. And that one inside for a ball. So 1-0 the count with 1 out. And a runner in scoring position on second. And the pitch there by Brandenburg in there for a strike. And that one's going to stay in there for a strike, too. Kind of confused the batter a little bit. He thought it was coming right at him. He ended up backing up from it and almost stepped out of the box completely. And that one's going to stay in there for Brandenburg. And another pitch, that one's going to be fouled back and straight up and right before the netting there. One and two the count here to Madison. 1 out, runner on second, tied at 2 here in the top of the second. You're watching on the Wessington Springs Spartans YouTube channel and your Venture Channel 382 and Santel 108. So that pitch there by Brandenburg was a ball, so 2-2 the count. 1 out and a runner on second. And that one almost got by, and Haney's going to keep it in front there off to the side, but the runner will advance over to third. So 3-2 the count now here to Madison with a runner on third. Chance to take the lead here in the top of the second. Three and two the count here. Once again, just a reminder, Friday at 1 o'clock, matinee, as a Wessington Springs musical at the Opera House here in Wessington Springs, as that hit in left field down the line, and it is fair. And a run will score. And Madison will take the lead as they will get a double out of it and throw back. And he's safe trying to get back to second there. They almost caught him. But Madison takes the lead there on that hit. It stayed fair as it hit the line. Pitch here by Brandenburg in there for a strike. So 0-1 to count with 1 out. Madison leading 3-2 here in the top of the second. Pitch coming up. And that one in there for strike 2. So 0-2 the count. Pitch coming up here by Brandenburg. And that one's going to be fouled over the grandstand. So 2-0 the count. It remains 1 out. And the pitch coming up here from Brandenburg, and that is going to be a ball. So 1-2 the count. Ball. So 2-2 the count now with 1 out. To runner on second for Madison. Just moments ago, they took the lead there. And that pitch there by Brandenburg in for a ball. So 3-2 our count here in the top of the second with one out. Pitch coming up. And that one hit right over the shortstop's head into the gap. And that's going to bring in another run here for Madison as the Blackhawks get it into the shortstop there. But it's a 4-2 game now for Madison here in the top of the second. So a runner on first for Madison, and that pitch left a little high there as Haney goes up for. So 1-0 the count, still one out here. And that one outside there by Brandenburg, 2-0 the count. And that one popped up, and that one looks like it's going to be out of play, and it is behind the dugout there. So 2-1 to count, one out. Runner on first. Pitch coming up from Brandenburg, hit right to the shortstop through his legs. And the runners will advance. I believe that was Haney there at the shortstop position. It's there by Brandenburg for a ball. Chased down there over the center fielder's head as he chased it down. Another run will score. Two are going to score here for Madison. And throw back to second with the tag, and he's still safe as he dives in head first. He rounded it going for third. Ended up diving back, and he got underneath the tag. So the Madison with two more on the board, leading 6-2 over the Blackhawks here in the top of the second. Solid hit again, deep center, and that one is gone over the fence right above the 320 mark in center field. So Madison now jumping out to an 8-2 lead here in the top of the second. That was a monster hit. Right over the 320 mark there in center field. Just to the right of the flagpole. And Madison leading now 8-2 in the top of the second. Still only one out here. Pitch coming up by Brandenburg, and that one left it tight and high there for ball one. And another solid hit down in the left field. That gets through all the way to the fence. A runner advancing to second as he stands up for a stand-up double. So another runner in scoring position for Madison. And a throw down to second there from Brandenburg. He's in safe. And a runner going to third. The throw down gets through, and he's going to take off for home, and he's going to be safe at the plate. And it is 9-2 now. Madison jumping out to that lead here in the top of the second. Nine unanswered runs here in this top of the second for Madison, so good at bats here for them, as they trailed 2-0 at first. And that pitch gets behind Carson there all the way back to the netting. One ball. No strikes, one out here. Another pitch there by Brandenburg. Left it high, kind of coming in behind his head there a little bit. Pitch coming up and right to Haney. And a throw to first and out number 2 as Shelsky was there for it. A good throw there and a good arm there by Haney. Pitch there by Brandenburg in for a ball. And got him swinging on that one. So 1-1 the count, 2 out. Here in the top of the second, damage has been done here so far by Madison. They jump out now to a 9-2 lead. And that pitch by Brandenburg in there for a strike. So 1-2 the count. And in there for strike 3 and out number 3 as the Blackhawks get out of the top of the second here, but the damage is done here by Madison. They lead 9-2. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second.
And staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Foothills Truck Services, conveniently located on the corner of Dakota Avenue and Highway 34 in Wessington Springs, can help you with all your truck and trailer repairs, maintenance, modification, and fabrication. They are a dealer for Titan fuel tanks and carry truck and trailer accessories plus chrome. Foothills Truck Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during the harvest season. Call Foothills Truck Services at 605-350-7678 or check them out on Facebook.
Medicare can be complicated, but not with Wellmark. Call Farm Bureau agent Brian Bergeline in Wessington Springs at 605-539-0014 to make choosing the right Medicare supplement plan easy. Brian Bergeline is available anytime to answer all your questions, walk through the process, and make sure you're getting the plan to meet your needs, so you can find coverage with confidence. Brian Bergeline is a local authorized independent agent for Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield of South Dakota. To be eligible, you must reside in the service area of the plan. Wellmark Medicare supplement insurance plans are not affiliated with any government agency.
As a Venture Communications customer, you're ready for tomorrow. Where you live, the world's at your fingertips through a fast and reliable fiber optic internet connection. You can choose the RushNet broadband speed you want, all the way up to a gigabit. And your own team of technical experts are ready to help 24/7. Change your world with RushNet high-speed internet. Be ready for tomorrow. Get connected. Call Venture Communications today.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, Your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying.
So the pitch there by Molinen for a ball as the Blackhawks got their first out recorded here in the bottom of the second. And a hit there by Moline and just over the head there in the right there as he gets he gets to first there. So coming off of that top of the second there, and see if the Blackhawks can get something rolling here. Number 24 is stepping up to the plate now is Cooper Haney. Haney up to the plate. And that one in for a strike. Moline sitting there on first for Wessington Springs Woonsocket. Pitch coming up here. Left high there. So 1-1 to count, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second, Madison leading 9-2. Pitch in there for a ball, so 2-1 to count to Haney. And throw back down the first as Moling's going back in head first there. And Haney rips one down the line, diving. No, it's loose on the ground there. He picks it up, throw to second. So Shimke coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs as Blackhawks got runners on second and first on that hit by Haney. And Shimke taking a big swing there for strike number 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Madison leading 9-2 over Woonsocket Wessington Springs. So 2-1 to count here, 1 out. Runners on first and second. A hit there by Shimke and throw to second. He's out at 2, but the runners will advance to the corners. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Carson Haney, number 8, coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Moline on third and Shimke getting over to first there. Also just a reminder, Sunday at 3 o'clock back here in Wessington Springs for another game. Pitch there to Haney for a ball. Pitch coming up. And they're going to hold up on that one as Shimke will make it safely into second, holding Moline on third. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Pitch coming up to Haney. And he's going to take that one in for a ball. So 2-1 to count. And that one in for a strike. 2-2 the count now, 2 down. Runners on second and third for the Blackhawks. Pitch coming up. And he's going to foul that one right into the netting here. As he stays alive there at the 2-2 count. And that one for a ball as well. So 3-2 the count, 2 out. Bottom of the second, Madison leading 9-2. Runners on first and second for the Blackhawks. Pitch coming up. And that one ended up getting Haney, I believe, on the ankle there. And he's going to take the base there. So bases loaded here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. And Mason Shelsky stepping up to the plate here. As Thompson will pinch run here over on first there for Haney. So Shelsky at the plate now. 2 down, bases loaded, and that one gets away from the catcher a little bit for a ball. So 1-0 the count. And that one almost got by the catcher again. Trying to stay away from Shelsky. Bases loaded here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Pitch coming up. Shelsky gets a hold of one. And loose ball right behind second. 1 run will score. Oh, and now they're going to throw it home. And now you're going to get a pickle here going back to third. And he's going to be out. The ball hit the helmet into the Madison player, which then tagged him coming across. And 1 run did score for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. So it's a 9-3 game here as we go into the top of the third.
Our second game day sponsor is TNT Services. Tim Holsworth has fencing materials, wood posts, steel posts, net wrap, twine, ranch, and livestock equipment. Blackhawks would like to thank TNT Services for their support of baseball in Wessington Springs.
Oh, I don't. So a 9-3 our score as we go into the top of the third. Madison with the lead. Brandenburg still on the mound here for Wessington Springs as we get ready here. Top of 3. Pitch there, and he went reaching for it as he pops it up. Shelsky coming in for him along the first baseline and almost overplayed it there a little bit, but he ended up hauling it in for out number 1. And that hit down to third base, bounced around, the throw over to Shelsky. He reaches out for it for out number 2. And that was Miller there on third. Good solid throw over to Shelsky. So 2 out here in the top of the third. And a strike there. And that one's fouled in front of the dugout there. So 0-2 the count. 2 down here in the top of the third. Madison leading 9-3. And that one in there by Brandenburg for the strike, and out number 3 as we head to the bottom of the third. 9-3 Madison. We'll be right back.
Them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
J&M Specialties, located in Wessington Springs, is a full-service auto body shop, parts store, and full-line automotive store. They offer a variety of auto body services, including windshield repair and replacement. J&M Specialties does restoration services for both automotive vehicles and tractors, along with fifth-wheel hitch installations. They have accessories sales, installation, and a mechanic on duty. Stop into J&M Specialties or call 605-539-0250. J&M Specialties is also a proud supporter of our area schools.
The Springs Inn Cafe and Lounge, located in Wessington Springs, has been serving home-cooked meals for more than 49 years. John and Carla invite you to stop in for a fresh, never-frozen burger, our famously delicious roasted chicken, and we saved the best for last, our Better Than the Rest Sunday noon buffet. Hours the rest of the week are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for dine-in, carry-out, and free delivery. We also offer catering services and after-hours delivery. We are proud supporters of our local Spartans and surrounding communities.
The Guard helps you.
All right, back here in Wessington Springs, getting ready for the bottom of the third. Madison leading over Woonsocket Wessington Springs 9-3. As the Spartans come up to bat, or excuse me, the Blackhawks come up to bat. Is that your brother? And Brandenburg coming up the bat here for the Blackhawks, number 30. Coming up to the plate. And that's going to be strike one on Brandenburg. And fouled away there. Strike number 2, 0-2 the count. Pitch coming up. And that one is going to be chased down here to the dugout. And couldn't hold on to it right in front of the Blackhawk dugout. So 0-2 the count to Brandenburg. No outs here in the bottom of the third. That one left high there for a ball. So 1-2 the count. Pitch coming up for a ball. So 2-2 now to Brandenburg. Still no outs here in the bottom of the third. Madison leading 9-3. Once again, we'll be back here at 3 o'clock on Sunday for another game here in Wessington Springs. And we will live stream that game as well. That one was fouled away towards the Madison bullpen or dugout there. So 2-2 the count, and looks like we have a little short, brief meeting, get together at the home plate there. And we're back to play now. Pitch to Brandenburg, and that one's going to be a ball. So 3-2 the count now to Garrett Brandenburg. Looks like Cohen Harvey is on deck here for the Blackhawks, and pitch, and that one a swing and a strike. 3 for out number 1. As Harvey comes up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Also going on this weekend in Wessington Springs at the Opera House. Friday at 1 o'clock, matinee, and then Friday 7 o'clock performance of the Wessington Springs musical, and then a 7 o'clock performance on Saturday night. We will also be live streaming those as well, as that pitch to Harvey was in there for a strike. And that pitch there a little low there, and 1-1 the count now with 1 out. Nobody on here for the Blackhawks here in the bottom of the third, trailing 9-3 to Madison. And that pitch for a ball, so 1-1 the count. And he gets a hold of that one. That one's going to hook far right, and that's going to go way out of play into the parking lot. So 1-2 the count to Harvey. Two and two the count now with 1 out. Nobody on. And he gets a hold of that one. And then picked up, but he raced to first base, and Harvey will win it out there as he will get on for the Blackhawks here in the bottom of the third. So good hustle as he turned on the Jets there. Back to first on the throw, and he's back in safely with 1 out. Moline at the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Pitch coming up to Moline, and that one's going to be ball 1. That one left outside and high as well. So 2-0 the count to Moline with 1 down and 1 on. It's going to be Harvey sitting there on first. Back to first on the throw there from the mound, and he's in there safely. Pitch coming up. And ball number 3. So 3-0 here to Moline. Here in the bottom of the third with 1 down and 1 on. Pitch to Moline. And that one right down the middle there for a strike. And strike number 2 to Moline on the swing. So 3-2 the count, 1 out, and Harvey on first here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. And the pitch to Moline, and he is going to connect, and he pops it up right over to first base down the line for out number 2. And Miller coming up to the plate now for the Blackhawks, number 22. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. And a pitch there to Miller in for a strike. Miller there for a ball as that was a little outside. So 1-1 to count, 2 out. Runner on first here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. So they trail 9-3 to Madison here in the bottom of the third. And runner is going, and no throwdown as he mishandled it there in the catcher's glove. So Harvey will get into second. 2-1 to count to Miller with 2 down. And that pitch, ball 3. So 3-1 here for Blake Miller. And that's going to hang in there for a strike. 3-2 the count. Pitch coming up. And he went swinging for it, chased it for out number 3 as we go to the bottom, or as we go to the top of the fourth here in Wessington Springs. Madison leading 9-3. We'll be right back.
Get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
Why buy a picture in a frame with dimensions you didn't make? Aerial home photos are expensive, up to $300 a piece. Get customization of a full aerial HD digital photo of your home, farm, personal, or industrial areas, starting under $150. Visit wallsairphotography.com or call Porter to schedule your appointment, serving Wessington Springs and surrounding counties. Keep your home photos updated without the hassle of paying a fortune. Walls Air Photography. Capture new perspectives.
We hope you are all enjoying.
All right, back here in Wessington Springs, here in the top of the fourth. Madison leading over Woonsocket Wessington Springs 9-3. And the pitch there by Brandenburg for a ball. And that one fouled out of play back into the parking lot area. 1-1 to count. And a ball there by Brandenburg, left that one high. So 2-1. And that one in for a strike by Brandenburg. So 2-2 the count now, no out. Here in the top of the fourth. And that one hit right above Haney. And he gets it through, and he is down on first safely. And throw back down to first, gets through Shelsky there, and it's all the way into the fence, and the runner is going to go all the way to second. He's going to round it, and he is going to stay put there. So a runner in scoring position now for Madison here in the top of the fourth, leading already 9-3. Brandenburg looking him back there to second, and the pitch is low for ball one. He's going to take off for third, but this one hit high. Chased there by Shelsky, and it's going to be out of play there. So the runner will go back to second. Count 1-1. I'm not sure what they were discussing there. And runner's going again, and this one's hit in right field there, and this is going to score a run here for Madison. So it's a 10-3 game here for Madison here in the top of the fourth. That pitch there by Brandenburg in for a strike. Nobody out here. In this top of the fourth, 10-3 Madison with the lead. Pitch by Brandenburg, and that's going to stay in there for a strike as well. So the count, 0-2. Once again, you're watching on the Wessington Springs Spartans live YouTube channel, Venture Channel 382 and Santel 108. Pitch here by Brandenburg. Couldn't get a hold of it. It was hit right back at him. And the throw to first, he's going to be in time. So the runner will advance to second as well. So nobody out. Runners on first and second here for Madison, leading 10-3. Once again, we'll be back Sunday at 3 o'clock here in Wessington Springs. Pitch here by Brandenburg, and that's going to be outside for ball one. And a throw back to second, kind of a soft toss back to second base, and he was already headed back over towards the third base line, and he's going to be safe at second base. There's no out here with one ball. No strikes, runners on first and second. There's a big swing, as it'll be 1-1 the count. So that sun setting there now. It's getting a little bit chilly out here. 2-1 the count. That one's going to stay right inside there for strike number two. Once again, thank you to Gavin Brandenburg for doing the scoreboard here tonight at the game, and Jack Neely for getting the game up to the TV channels here in Wessington Springs on 382 and Santel. And that runner is going to be called. Runner was called out at first, so good hustle there by the Blackhawks getting them down the line there. Runners do advance, though, to second and third, so scoring position here for Madison again. They lead 10-3 here in the top of the fourth. And that one's going to be fouled away. So 0-1 to count, one down. Runners on second and third for Madison. Brandenburg on the mound. Pitch coming up. That one's going to be a ball, so 1-1 to count. And a strike thrown there by Brandenburg. So 1-2. One down. Runners on second and third. And a foul tipped right into the netting here.
Please return all foul balls to the grandstand for 50 cents, please.
That one left high. So 2-2 the count. Pitch coming up by Brandenburg. And that's going to be a ball. So 3-2 the count here. One down. Runners on second and third in scoring position once again for Madison, leading 10-3 here in the top of the fourth. And Brandenburg gets that one to stick for a strike. So 2 down. Pitch coming up here from Brandenburg, and you're going to bounce that one to third. And the throw to Shelsky over to first for out number 3. And at the going into the bottom of the fourth, Blackhawks trailing 10-3. We'll be right back.
Enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Foothills Truck Services.
All right, back here in Wessington Springs, getting ready here to go to the bottom of the fourth. Blackhawks trailing 10-3 to Madison. Moline will be coming up to the plate for the Blackhawks. So Moline up to the plate here to start off Woonsocket and Wessington Springs here in the bottom of the fourth. And he's going to take a ball right there in that first pitch. And that one he's going to hit out of play. A couple cars over there this evening getting a couple extra dents. So 1-1 to count. That hit and caught for out number 1. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Number 24 is stepping up to the plate now here for Woonsocket and Wessington Springs is Cooper Haney. Pitch to Haney, and that one's going to be in there for a strike. And Haney gets a hold of that one. And that one's going to be hit over the left fielder's head as Haney's going to be coming into second, standing up. Trying to get the bats going here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing 10-3 to Madison. One down here in the bottom of the fourth as Shimke coming up to the plate. And he's going to get this one over out of play behind the Blackhawk dugout. And a big swing there by Shimke and a miss for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count, one down. Haney sitting on second there in scoring position for the Blackhawks. And the pitch here, and another foul ball. And out of play. Pitch coming up here by Madison, and almost got him jammed up there. Foul ball. 0-2 the count to Shimke. One down. Haney sitting on second for the Blackhawks. Trailing 10-3 to Madison here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch coming to Shimke, and that one he's going to hit softly right back to the pitcher. And they're going to fire it to first, and he couldn't do it. Ended up hitting the first base coach, keeping the ball kind of right there for Madison to grab it right away and hold the runner on third. Otherwise, I think Cooper Haney would have been going home. Runners on the corners now here for the Blackhawks with one down. And Carson Haney coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs as they try to get something going here to get some runs going. So the pitch coming up to Carson Haney, in there for a strike. And that one in for a ball as Shimke will take second there, and no throw down as they keep Cooper Haney at third with one down. So runners on second and third here for the Blackhawks. Carson Haney at the plate. And that one in for a strike. So 1-2 to Haney. And a big swing there by Haney, and he goes down swinging. And out number 2 for the Blackhawks as Mason Shelsky stepping up to the plate. With 2 down, runners on second and third. Seeing if he can get a hold of one here and get some runs in, and that pitch in for a ball. Kind of a little low there. And he gets a hold of that one. And that one for out number 3. So a good hit there by Shelsky. But the Madison coming up with the out as we go into the top of the fifth here in Wessington Springs. Blackhawks trailing 10-3. We'll be right back.
Conveniently located on the corner of Dakota Avenue and Highway 34 in Wessington Springs can help you with all your truck and trailer repairs, maintenance, modification, and fabrication. They are a dealer for Titan fuel tanks and carry truck and trailer accessories plus chrome. Foothills Truck Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during the harvest season. Call Foothills Truck Services at 605-350-7678 or check them out.
Medicare can be complicated, but not with Wellmark. Call Farm Bureau agent Brian Bergeline in Wessington Springs at 605-539-0014 to make choosing the right Medicare supplement plan easy. Brian Bergeline is available anytime to answer all your questions, walk through the process, and make sure you're getting the plan to meet your needs, so you can find coverage with confidence. Brian Bergeline is a local authorized independent agent for Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield of South Dakota. To be eligible, you must reside in the service area of the plan. Wellmark Medicare supplement insurance plans are not affiliated with any government agency.
As a Venture Communications customer, you're ready for tomorrow. Where you live, the world's at your fingertips through a fast and reliable fiber optic internet connection. You can choose the RushNet broadband speed you want, all the way up to a gigabit. And your own team of technical experts are ready to help 24/7. Change your world with RushNet high-speed internet. Be ready for tomorrow. Get connected. Call Venture Communications today.
Right now.
All right, back here in Wessington Springs, getting ready for the top of the fifth. Madison leading 10-3 over Woonsocket Wessington Springs. It looks like Cooper Haney, the new pitcher in here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs on the mound. First one was a ball, second one coming up left high, so 2-0 the count. And 3-0 the count now. As he throws that one in for a strike, so 3-1. Top of the fifth. Blackhawks trailing 10-3, and that one in for ball 4. So that'll send number 22 down the first base here for Madison. That one in there for a ball. Two and 0 the count. Nobody out. Runner on first for Madison. That one in there for a strike. Strike number 2 there on the pitch from Haney. So 2-2 the count. Nobody out. Runner on first. Pitch coming up here by Haney. And that one out for a ball 3, so 3-2 the count. And straight up at second there, and they could not haul it in. Runner is going to be out at second. So there'll be a one down here in the top of the fifth. Runner still on first there for Madison. And the pitch coming up here by Haney. And that one straight back. Thought that one was over the grandstand here, but actually was still in play right behind home plate there. So 0-1 to count here to Madison with one down here in the top of the fifth, as they lead 10-3 over Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Once again, we'll be back here at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. And that one hit down the first baseline and out, and then they get the double play at first. And that'll be the end of the top of 5. We'll go to bottom of 5 here, and we'll be right back.
Is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
J&M Specialties, located in Wessington Springs, is a full-service auto body shop, parts store, and full-line automotive store. They offer a variety of auto body services, including windshield repair and replacement. J&M Specialties does restoration services for both automotive vehicles and tractors, along with fifth-wheel hitch installations. They have accessories sales, installation, and a mechanic on duty. Stop into J&M Specialties or call 605-539-0250. J&M Specialties is also a proud supporter of our area schools.
Springs Inn Cafe and
All right, back here in Wessington Springs as we're going into the bottom of the fifth. Blackhawks trailing 10-3 to Madison. It'll be Shimke coming up to the plate, number 30 for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Or excuse me, not Shimke. It's going to be Brandenburg coming up to the plate for the Blackhawks. So Brandenburg up to the plate. And that one inside almost got him there for ball one. Second pitch there in for a strike. So 1-1 to count to Brandenburg. And that one in for a strike as well. 1-2 the count. And a ball. So 2-2 the count here to Brandenburg. Here in the bottom of the fifth. And a big swing there by Brandenburg, and he's going to go down swinging. And that'll record out number 1. As Harvey's stepping up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. And that one in for a strike. takes that one there for a ball. So 1-1 to count, one down, nobody on. Thompson into deck as Harvey gets a hold of that one, but fouls it into the netting. So 1-2 the count to Cohen Harvey. And a swing there by Harvey. He's going to go down, out number 2. As Thompson coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket at Wessington Springs. Trailing 10-3 here to Madison in the bottom of the 5th. 2 down, nobody on, and Thompson will take strike number 1 there at the swing. And a hit there by Thompson. That's going to go right along the fence line there for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count, 2 down, nobody on for the Blackhawks here in the bottom of the 5th. Kind of time running out here for the Blackhawks kind of get some runs in, and that is Thompson swinging and going down. And out number 3 as we go to the top of the 6th. Madison leading 10-3. We'll be right back.
Located in Wessington Springs, has been serving home-cooked meals for more than 49 years. John and Carla invite you to stop in for a fresh, never-frozen burger, our famously delicious roasted chicken, and we saved the best for last, our Better Than the Rest Sunday noon buffet. Hours the rest of the week are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for dine-in, carry-out, and free delivery. We also offer catering services and after-hours delivery. We are proud supporters of our local Spartans and surrounding communities.
The Guard helps you get an education. The South Dakota Army National Guard offers all its service members in-state tuition assistance towards your college or technical school education. For your service, you will receive 50% off tuition at all South Dakota Board of Regents colleges. If you attend a technical school in the state, you will receive 83.5% off tuition. For more information, visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or check out their website, nationalguard.com/SD.
Why buy a picture in a frame with dimensions you didn't make? Aerial home photos are expensive, up to $300 a piece. Get customization of a full aerial HD digital photo of your home, farm, personal, or industrial areas, starting under $150. Visit wallsairphotography.com or call Porter to schedule your appointment, serving Wessington Springs and surrounding counties. Keep your home photos updated without the hassle of paying a fortune. Walls Air Photography. Capture new perspectives.
We hope you are all in.
Back here in Wessington Springs, getting top of the 6th. Madison leading 10-3. 1-1 to count here. Two and one now, the count. 3-1. Pitch here by Haney, and that's going to be ball 4. Once again, we'll be back here Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock, here in Wessington Springs. Pitch here by Haney. And that one's going to be ball 1. Once again, thank you to the sponsors as you see them scrolling in the top left part of your screen this evening. And thank you to everyone watching here tonight on the Wessington Springs Spartans Live and Venture Channel 382, Santel 108. As Haney looking the runner back there towards first, and the throw to first, and he is going to be safe. 2-0 the count. Nobody out. Runner on first here for Madison, leading 10-3 in the top of the 6th. And a strike there at the plate and loose ball, and the runner will stay as well, and it is a 2-1 count. Three and one count now. And that one hit right back up the middle, off to the side there, and a throw to first for out number 2. Excuse me, out number 1. Yeah, out number 2. Pitch here by Haney, and that's going to be ball 1. Two and 0 to count, 2 down. Runner on second for Madison. And the pitch here by Haney. And popped up. And chased down here by the Blackhawk dugout, and that is going to be out of play there. So 2-1 to count. Didn't quite catch what happened there. Kind of have two pillars right in front of me. So 2-1 to count, 2 down. Runner on second. Top of the 6th here in Wessington Springs. Pitch here by Haney, and that one right back up the middle. And this is going to get a run in for Madison as the Blackhawks do get it in up towards second there. Runner will stay at first, so it's 11-3 Madison here in the top of the 6th. Pitch there by Haney, in there for a strike. Looks over to first. And the pitch. Ball 1. So 1-1 to count. 2 down. Runner on first. Two and 1 to count now. Pitch coming up here by Haney, and a swing there for a strike. So 2-2, 2 down. Here in the top of the 6th, Madison leading 11-3. Pitch by Haney, and it's going to be a ball. Left that really tight inside there. 3-2. And he gets him chasing after that one for out number 2. Sorry about that. So 2 down here. Runner on first. And the pitch here by Haney. That's going to be a ball. pitch there by Haney. Got him on the leg there, so he will take his base. So runners on first and second now for Madison with 2 down, leading 11-3 here in the top of the 6th. And that one there, strike there for Haney. And as he hits this one deep. And that one's going to drop in for a run for Madison. With 2 down, and a runner will advance to third. So we have runners on the corner now, first and third. And Madison leading now 12-3. Pitch there by Haney for a ball. Pitch coming up. That one for a strike. So 1-1 to count. 2 down. So just a reminder, this coming weekend, a lot of things going on here between baseball and the musical there at the Opera House here in Wessington Springs. As the pitch here by Haney is a ball, so 2-1 to count with 2 down, runners on the corners. So for Wessington Springs, musical at the Opera House, 1 o'clock matinee on Friday and a 7 o'clock performance that night as well, and a 7 o'clock performance on Saturday night. We'll be live streaming. Baseball back here in Wessington Springs on Sunday at 3 o'clock, as that one was fouled away there. So 2-2 the count. Top of the 6th, 2 down. Runners in the corner for Madison, leading 12-3. Haney with the pitch, and he will get him for out number 3. As we go into the bottom of the 6th, we'll be right back.
Enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Foothills Truck Services, conveniently located on the corner of Dakota Avenue and Highway 34 in Wessington Springs, can help you with all your truck and trailer repairs, maintenance, modification, and fabrication. They are a dealer for Titan fuel tanks and carry truck and trailer accessories plus chrome. Foothills Truck Services is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during the harvest season. Call Foothills Truck Services at 605-350-7678 or check them out on Facebook.
Medicare can be complicated, but not with Wellmark. Call Farm Bureau agent Brian Bergeline in Wessington Springs at 605-539-0014 to make choosing the right Medicare supplement plan easy. Brian Bergeline is available anytime to answer all your questions, walk through the process, and make sure you're getting the plan to meet your needs, so you can find coverage with confidence. Brian Bergeline is a local authorized independent agent for Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield of South Dakota. To be eligible, you must reside in the service area of the plan. Wellmark Medicare supplement insurance plans are not affiliated with any government agency.
As a venture communicator.
All right, back here in Wessington Springs, the first pitch there to Miller was foul, so 0-1 to count. Here comes the second pitch left. Ooh, in there for a strike. Thought that was a little high, so 0-2 the count to Miller as we start the bottom of the 6th here in Wessington Springs. Blackhawks trailing 12-3 to Madison. Pitch coming up. And that one is a ball. So 1-2 the count to Miller. And Miller's going to bounce that one down first and try to beat this one out, and he doesn't. And that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Moline stepping up to the plate now for the Blackhawks. Madison leading 12-3, bottom of 6. Pitch to Moline for a ball. Ball 2, so 2-0 the count, 1 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Madison leading 12-3. Pitch coming up. And another ball, so 3-0 the count to Moline. And that one in for a strike. 3-1 to count, 1 down. Nobody on here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. And the pitch to Moline, and he's going to get a hold of it. And it's going to be a soft bouncer, and he's going to run it out, and he's going to be safe at first as he beats that one out. Good throw over there. Solid throw, but Moline with the wheels there beating it out. So 1 down, 1 on. As Haney comes up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. And the first pitch there to Haney in there for a strike. And he's going to get a hold of that one. And a chance for a double play here. They get at it 2, and Haney's going to be safe at first. Moline out at second. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Shimke coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. (12-3) our score. Madison with the lead. Here in the bottom of the 6th, and the pitch to Shimke. He's going to pop that one up, and it's going to be out of play. Pitch coming up here to Shimke, and he's going to take it for a ball. So 1-1 to count, 2 down. Runner on first. It's for Woonsocket Wessington Springs here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 12-3. Pitch coming up. And that one right into the netting here. Right back at us. So 1-2 the count. And that one's going to be fouled away along the first base side. So 1-2 the count, 2 down here to Shimke, bottom of the 6th with a runner on first. Haney is sitting at first here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. Pitch coming up, and that's going to be a strike 3 for Shimke. And as we go to the top of the 7th. Madison leading 12-3 over the Blackhawks. First pitch there by Haney in for a strike. And that one got away over the batter's head. For a ball, so 1-1 to count here in the top of the 7th. That one fouled away, so 2-2 the count. And got him swinging on that one there, so 1 down here in the top of the 7th. And that pitch there by Haney in for a strike. Ball. 1-1 to count with 1 down. Nobody on here for Madison here in the top of the 7th. Madison leading 12-3 in the swing there. And it gets away from the catcher though, but 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the batter. Pitch coming up here by Haney. And that is going to be a ball. So 2-2 the count. And that one outside. So 3-2 the count now to the batter from Haney. 1 down here in the top of the 7th. And the pitch. And he's going to pop this one up. And out of play. Three and 2 the count with 1 out. Pitch coming up. And that one goes the opposite way out of play. So their count remains 3-2 here. I'm just going to dust off the plate. As we are all set now. 3-2 the count, 1 out, nobody on. Pitch here by Haney, and this is going to be popped up. Shelsky should have it here for out number 2. And he does, so nobody on here for Madison with 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Pitch coming up here by Haney. And he's going to back away out of that one. And that one in for a strike. Backs out of that one, but he gets a hold of it just over the player's head there. In for a single there as he gets to first. with 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Pitch here by Haney, and it's going to be popped up. And that's going to be out number 3. There in center field, shallow center. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, Madison leading 12-3. We'll be right back.
Customer, you're ready for tomorrow. Where you live, the world's at your fingertips through a fast and reliable fiber optic internet connection. You can choose the RushNet broadband speed you want, all the way up to a gigabit. And your own team of technical experts are ready to help 24/7. Change your world with RushNet high-speed internet. Be ready for tomorrow. Get connected. Call Venture Communications today.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
J&M Specialty.
All right, back here in Wessington Springs, here in the bottom of the 7th, Blackhawks trailing to Madison 12-3. And it looks like we have Carson Haney, number 8, coming up to the plate for the Blackhawks. And they try to get something going. So the count to Haney here, to Carson Haney, 2-0. Pitch coming up. And that one in for a ball as well. So 3-0 to Carson Haney at the plate. And that one left high for ball 4. So Haney will head down to first. As Mason Shelsky coming up to the plate now for the Blackhawks, trying to get something going as well. On deck for the Blackhawks, I believe it is Brandon Burr. Outside to Shelsky for ball 1. Pitch coming up. And ball 2. So 2-0 the count to Shelsky. Nobody out. 1 on for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. It's Haney sitting on first. Carson Haney, that is. Pitch coming up to Shelsky as he's going to get a hold of it. And that one's going to be fouled out of play. So 2-1 the count to Mason Shelsky here in the bottom of the 7th. Blackhawks trailing 12-3. Pitch to Shelsky. And that one's going to be a strike. So 2-2 the count to Mason Shelsky. Nobody out. And that one in for a ball outside. So 3-2 to Shelsky. Haney on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. And he's going to rip one into the gap, and it drops for him. Haney is going to hold up at second. So runners on first and second here for the Blackhawks as Brandenburg stepping up to the plate now. With nobody down, they can see they can keep the bats going here in this bottom of the 7th. Pitch here to Brandenburg. Left high for a ball. It might be, I'm not sure. And that one's going to be a strike. So 1-1 to count. Nobody down. Pitch coming up. And another strike there to Brandenburg. So 1-2 the count. Nobody down. Runners on first and second here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. And the pitch to Brandenburg, and that's in for a strike. So one down here in the bottom of the seventh. Harvey coming up to the plate now for the Blackhawks. It's going to be Thompson on deck. And the pitch coming up here to Harvey, and that is going to be a ball. Pitch coming up. And that one low into the dirt there. 2-0 the count, one down. Runners on first and second. Madison leading 12-3. And the pitch outside, ball 3. Pitch to Harvey, and that one is in for a strike. So 3-1 to count. And that one in for ball 4. Almost got past the catcher there. So the base is loaded here for Thompson, as we are going to have a meeting here at the mound by Madison. Meeting is over, and we resume play. Thompson stepping up to the plate here. Bases loaded, trailing 12-3. And that one buzzing right by his head there for a ball. Pitch coming up here to Thompson. And that one, he's going to swing. And that one's going to be hitting the fence there, foul. He got a hold of that one, just needed to straighten it out, as that was down the third base line. With the bases loaded, it's something they needed happening there, but it ends up going foul. So 1-1 to count to Thompson, one down here in the bottom of the seventh. Pitch coming up here to Thompson now. And that one in for a ball. So 2-1 to count to Thompson. And that one in for a strike. So 2-2 to Thompson with one down. Bases loaded. And the pitch. And that one is going to be a ball. So 3-2 to Thompson here in the bottom of the seventh with one down. And he's going to go the other way with it, and that's going to drop. That's going to get 2 runs in here. Throw in, and it's going to get a runner over to third. Thompson's going to stay at 1, so the runner's in the corners. And it's a 12-5 game. Blake Miller stepping up to the plate now here for Woonsocket Wessington Springs. So good hit there by Thompson, getting 2 runs in. And the pitch there to Miller in for a strike. Only 1 down, runners on the corner for the Blackhawks, and Moline on deck. Here comes the pitch and a swing there by Miller. I think he wanted to hold up on that, ended up falling through with it for strike number 2. 0-2 the count, 1 down. Pitch coming up. And that one in for a ball. 1-2 the count to Miller. And strike number 3 as Miller goes down for out number 2. And Moling coming up to the plate now for Woonsocket Wessington Springs, trying to punch in another run. The pitch to Moline and showing bunt, and he's going to pull up on it. And that one was a ball, so 1-0 the count, 2 down. And the pitch to Moline. And that is going to be in for a ball. 2-0 the count to Moline. And another ball, so 3-0 the count. With 2 down, runners in the corner. And a strike there to Moling. He's going to foul this one back, and right into the Blackhawk dugout it goes. So 3-2 to count to Moline here with 2 down, runners on the corner. Madison leading 12-5 over the Blackhawks. So it comes down to this. The pitch to Moline, and he's going to hit it right up the middle. And the throw to first, dug out, and it's going to be out number 3. And that'll be the final here in Wessington Springs, with Madison defeating Woonsocket Wessington Springs 12-5 here tonight. We will be back Sunday at 3 o'clock. We'll be coming to you live streaming as well for that game, and on Friday at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock for the live stream of the Wessington Springs musical, and Saturday at 7 o'clock as well. So a final tonight here in Wessington Springs, Madison 12, Blackhawks 5. Good night, everyone.